Welcome to the channel. When it comes to FTX and Sam Bankman-Fried, there's still a lot of unanswered questions, but certainly one thing everybody's been wanting to know is about how much the promoters were paid. Well, fortunately, we finally did get some information from both Kevins. That's Kevin O'Leary and Meet Kevin, but also we're going to find out what they lost. So I think this is some great information. Hopefully some of these other influencers will drop some nuggets as well as time goes on. We will see. The tune of $15 million is what we're talking about with Kevin O'Leary.
Total deal was just under $15 million, all in, including a bunch of agents that I had to pay because I needed SAG-AFTRA release to be able to do commercials for it, and when I did that.
Now the question is, how much did Kevin O'Leary lose? He said he lost everything in his accounts and they were scrubbed. There's nothing to account for the money that he had. So here's what he has to say on his losses.
I put about $9.7 million into crypto. I think that's what I've lost. It's all at zero. I don't know because my account got scraped a couple of weeks ago. All the data, all the coins, everything. So then I lost the money I invested in the equity as well. Those are zeros too. It was not a good investment, Andrew, okay? I don't make great investments all the time. Luckily, I make more good ones than bad ones, but that was a bad one.
Then that brings us to Meet Kevin. Once again, I'm glad that Meet Kevin is speaking up. I feel like it's pretty important. The amount Meet Kevin was paid was somewhat of a surprise to me. I actually thought it would be more, but he gives insight on it. I think that's great, and also tells what he lost. And according to what he says, he ended up in the red. So take a look at what Meet Kevin says about what he made as far as the promotions and what he lost as far as what he put into FTX.
What about pay? So I had two sponsor agents that got me involved with FTX this year. Keep in mind, I invested $400 with fees and everything. It worked out to about $433,000 into BlockFi. That's assumed to be zero. Okay, zero, all gone. FTX this year, sponsor number one, $118,000. Sponsor number two, $59,287.50, and I'm still owed apparently $70,000, which I expect I'll never see that $70,000. So that's it. It's actually for this year. Substantially less, and I really started my FTX, or really sort of expanded my FTX partnership this year. Last year was even a smaller partnership or involvement that I had with FTX. I had more of an involvement last year, you might remember, with suggesting you get free stocks with Webull by going to, metkevin.com/Webull or metkevin.com/life, right? Those were bigger sponsors and affiliates for me in 2021, by far. Than FTX. Even Robinhood was a bigger sponsor for me than FTX. Anyway, I'm still working through all these numbers and the full accounting. Some folks, have seen me talk about some form of relief after a bankruptcy or after the bankruptcy for FTX. These things are still being worked through, and so stay tuned for more updates. But I always want to be as transparent as possible, and that's what I've got for you so far. And expect more information as it comes to light.
So there you have it. We have our first information on what the payouts were and what FTX and Sam Bankman-Fried were paying for promotions. It just so happens it was Kevin's, that's Kevin O'Leary, and Meet Kevin. Just glad to have that information. As I see more stuff unfold, I'll certainly bring that. And I'm going to put a link to both of these videos down below. That's for Meet Kevin, and that's for CNBC, where Kevin O'Leary was on talking about it. So go check those out. And as well, I have these other two videos centered around FTX and financial YouTubers or digital influencers. I wanted to get my thoughts on that while being fair and balanced, so check them out.